From Fox 5 News, this is Good Day New York.
Outsourcing your doorman, it can save you money, but is it the same service? What about security? We're talking about virtual doormen. We'll have a report. Also, could doormen be a thing of the past? These guys, there's technology that threatens to replace them. We'll have that story coming up.
All right, let's talk money news right now. The right doorman can make life in the big city a lot less stressful.
But some building owners say doormen are a luxury that we just can't afford right now, so they're turning to it. Has learned all this. Hello, Lisa.
Good morning, Greg. Rosanna, welcome back. We met. Business is booming this year. Doorman will do, no matter what the cost.
Will New York's doormen soon go the way of the dinosaur?
A doorman that just does nothing besides open a door for you, I don't see a point of that.
Well, they may not disappear entirely.
I had luggage to bring to her apartment, and he said, let me bring it up for you. I like that.
But in buildings like this one in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, you'll never meet them face to face.
You may not see then a live person here.
That's right.
But there is a live person involved in this process.
Yes.
They're just not on these premises. They're in the...
Right.
Okay.
And during the day, there's 82 virtual doormen that are able to handle the calls.
Colin Foster heads up marketing for a company called the Virtual Doorman. Right now, there are more than 100 buildings in the New York area using his company's high-tech system. And the trend is on an upswing.
We've experienced significant growth and a huge growth in what we call retro buildings. Those are pre-existing buildings that have already been built.
Developers of new buildings are also opting to use virtual doormen.
We've been told by some developers they may get as much as 5 to 10% more for their apartments than they would without this system.
For buildings that switch from real doormen to virtual doormen, and only a handful have opted to do so thus far, the savings are enormous. A full-time doorman costs about $180,000 a year, compared to about $24,000 for this system.
This serviette was to dial up, or the pizza man was to come and deliver a pizza. He would simply connect to the apartment and speak to you in the apartment.
From inside my apartment, I would see this.
Colin?
Hi, this is Colin.
Hey, Colin, come on up. I'll buzz you in.
If I weren't home, Monica would answer for me. Although she sits at the Virtual Doorman Command Center in Ocala, Florida, she's able to monitor every situation.
And have you already tried the tenant intercom to see if the tenant is home?
What about safety? For many New Yorkers, security is the one thing that's worth paying up for.
Can you guys stop someone if they're already inside the building? Do you have cameras set up so that you see someone in the building and know that's not a person who should be in there?
We do. And the response that we have a voice down, which is to address that person in a professional tone and tell them to leave the building immediately.
And they'll even call the police if they see the situation escalating. Still, there are many things a virtual doorman just can't do. Some you just can't put a price tag on.
I like it because over the years, and I've been here about 14 years, they become my friends.
So doormen working in union buildings do not have to worry about losing their jobs to virtual doormen just yet. Colin's company has a policy that they will not compete for business in union-controlled buildings. Well, for the latest on this, as well as other trends and stories on real estate, check out our website at myfoxny.com. Just scroll down under the Your Money tab and click on housing. So I don't know.
Greg and I have our own take on this.
I see the head
Where
shaking
is the?
there.
You mentioned the command center. Where is that again?
Ocala.
Ocala, where? Florida.
Yeah, this is like The World is Flat. Do you remember the Thomas Friedman book?
So he's watching.
Oh, okay. I think someone just told me it's Ocala.
Right.
I guess if you're from the South, you say Ocala.
So there's some guy watching
So,
a TV screen there. I mean, is he watching one building at one time, full time?
I think they're watching several buildings, but there is someone 24/7 watching. I mean, look, sometimes my doorman isn't at the reception desk when I get there, but at the same time,
Remember that at Christmas time.
Exactly.
And he'll remember that when you get a box
but
today.
I'll tell you what my doorman did do. One time I thought I left the burner on because I was making tea for myself in the morning, and you know these hours can be a little nutty. I was so worried that I left it on. I called my doorman. He went into my apartment and turned it off.
You know what my doorman did for me?
What?
He called me when my daughter invited about 20 people to the house when I wasn't there.
Wow.
That's why you need a doorman, okay? My daughter wasn't happy about it, but I was very happy.
Right. See, the virtual doorman knows who's paying the bills.
That virtual doorman is nothing but a swipe card. But whatever. I'm sure it's a building that they weren't going to put a doorman in, and now they're going to make it a fancy name.
Virtual. The virtual thing makes you think it's like a robot or something watching over you.
It does. It does. It leads you to believe that someone is, there's something
Florida.
there. But,
yes, I feel safe.
The command center is down in Florida.
I feel so much safer, Lisa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.